Welcome back. I'm Adam Bowles, your host for this web mini-series on accessorizing your DSLR cameras for low budget or no budget filmmaking without breaking the bank. I hope you've enjoyed our previous chapters. Also, you should know that I am not in a mannequin factory. I'm standing next to these plastic humans that are modeling costumes for MDI's S, a Superman fan film. Remember, the purpose of this series is to show you where and how to equip your camera with that professional touch without spending a lot of money. Naturally, if you do have the money to spend, this isn't for you. Now, first and foremost, get to learn about your camera. Take a photography lesson. Learn about the shutter speed, ISO, aperture, etc. Learning these will help you to understand how to deliver quality images without introducing video noise or video grain that would make your work look amateurish. Now that you have SD cards and batteries, it is time to look at the tripod that will work best for your DSLR camera. So what do you look for when shopping for a tripod? Look for good fluid head, bubble level, etc. Okay, I think you might be getting a little confused with all the specifics that you have to know, so let me break it down into some easy terms. First, make sure it is sturdy, strong enough that it won't wobble while you're shooting. Next, look for the panning ease. How do you tell if it's an acceptable pan? Simple. Have the camera on the tripod and use one finger to pan from left to right. If it is smooth, you know that you have a good tripod that doesn't jerk when filming. This is important when working with DSLR cameras. The ones that you can buy at local retail stores for 50 bucks or so won't be able to do this. You should also make sure you can go as low as possible when extending the legs out completely. This will help you with lower angle shoots. If the tripod does not have this capability, there are other methods to achieve it, but I'll get into that later. We recommend investing in a good tripod because it'll provide you with a professional looking video without the jerk that comes with many cheaper tripods. Some of the brand names that we often suggest include Manfrotto and Silk. Prices range from like $150 and up. Granted, they aren't cheap, but trust me, you will be happy that you've invested in a good tripod. Of course, tripods aren't the only thing to consider. Sometimes for mobile, guerrilla-style filmmaking, tripods may get in your way. In these instances, perhaps using a monopod. Steady rig or shoulder rig would be better. A monopod is a simple stick that you can use to help stabilize your camera shoot, and you can even use it as a moving steady cam as long as you know what you're doing. But be careful, monopods do not provide the same stability as tripods in static shots. A shoulder rig is a mounting system for your digital camera that allows you to move from point A to point B quickly and allows you to shoot as you go along. There are many types of shoulder rigs available in the market. They range from about $60 to as high as $2,000 on Amazon.com. The prices are varied based on brand, make, complicity with your camera, and additional support rig extras. Since DSLR cameras are fairly light, a minimal support rig will work fine. Special message. For those with back problems, you should consider including a supporting rod when you purchase this kit. Sometimes, you'd like to get a little cool dolly shot like the pros do. But of course, it is not within your budget to spend a hefty amount of money on a dolly kit. If the floor is smooth though, you can use a dolly tripod to achieve the job. A dolly tripod allows you to add wheels to your tripod for smooth dolly shots. At Amazon.com you can find these starting about $36 and up. We recommend one that can hold up to 45 pounds, like the Ravelli ATD Professional Dolly Tripod. That's what we use here. Or, if you want, get the E-Photo Universal Heavy Duty 150 pound dolly tripod for $106. For lower angle shots, you can use the Pico Flex dolly kit with your DSLRs. This neat little dolly kit allows you to use your DSLR camera on countertops or tables for an up-to-close dolly pan. Now ain't that cool? The tripod dolly may be rendered useless when faced with terrains that are bumpy. Therefore, you can use a steady cam, a dolly, a jib, a slider, a glider, one of those remote control helicopters, or even a car mount. It is creativity that makes your shot an interesting one. Steadicams are one of the most sought after accessories for filmmakers because they allow the camera to follow the actors while they are running, walking, etc. A Steadicam is a stabilizing rig that provides a smooth images in the face of rough terrains. Cheap ones run about 80 bucks, whereas the most sophisticated Steadicam can climb over $2,000. Weight plays a role in figuring out what kind of Steadicam you need. For a light camera fixture, a cheap Steadicam will do the job. Just make sure you take the time to practice walking around, running around with the Steadicam. As for angles or areas that the monopod or tripod can't reach, consider camera clips like this to help you bring out an interesting shot. You can also go with a do-it-yourself route, and a simple Google search will reveal several sites with instructions on how to make your own Steadicam, tripod dolly, glider, slider, and other cool rigs for your DSLR cameras. Remember, as an independent filmmaker, it is not about what equipment you have, but about how you tell your story well with creativity and the resources available. Bam!